John Cena's retirement tour was an utter complete failure that no one asked for, and it's even crazy to say this, but Ric Flair's WWE retirement, culminating at WrestleMania 24, was far better than anything that WWE managed to put together for John Cena.
Nobody knows, so what's up, yo?
It's honestly a tragedy that it took WWE a full year to completely massacre a John Cena retirement tour. There was literally nothing memorable about this retirement run except a heel turn that ultimately led to nothing but Travis Scott involvement, Brock Lesnar squashing John Cena in 13 minutes like it's 2002, and Cody Rhodes winning back the WWE title. Alright, let's be real. What was even the point of Cody losing the title in the first place if he's just going to win it back? You shouldn't have John Cena never win in the first place. Then you had Cena tapping out to Gunther at Saturday Night Live last night as a so-called rising talent. And man, that never tapped in the Super Cena era taps in his last match, not to a bitter rival or a rising star, but a man who's 40 years old. A dude that could have kids running around the NXT right now. But y'all gave it to him? Y'all could have had anyone from NXT or anyone on the main roster under 30, in the mid-30s, retire John Cena. Instead, they went with Gunther because they wanted cheap crowd heat. Because Triple K gets a hard on for fans booing him and chanting his name like it's early 2000s again.
I'm actually mildly disappointed. I thought it would be so much louder.
This genuinely left fans unfulfilled and wanting to tune out of the product, which you already should have, because did you genuinely think that what would you think was going to happen? John Cena's retirement tour didn't show you that WWE can 1. Book interesting storylines, 2. Have long-term story arcs, 3. Create credible opponents, and 4. Create even tear-jerking emotional roller coasters for fans. So let me ask you this, then what will? Nothing will. And yet, the only emotional part of this entire run was the fact that John Cena was retiring itself. Nothing else. The matches were mediocre at best, the stories were rushed and wrapped up within a month, like CM Punk, R-Truth, and Randy Orton to name a few. Nothing was interesting about the retirement itself beyond the spectacle of Cena retiring. And if Cena had retired on a single episode of Raw with a 1-month build, it would have had the same emotional impact as this year-long run. But that was never about storytelling. It was about the money. It was never about you, the fan, or what you cared about. It was about the revenue. And if there isn't any money to be made from it, they're not going to do it. Capitalism at its finest. That's why TKO, WWE, and formerly Super Cena gave you a full year of
Ass.